We'll see we are continuing today in our Mishna Yomi. Actually, this is Shabbos, his assignment. We'll be learning Perek Daled, Mishnah is Hey through Vav. Mishnah is 5 through 6. So Mishnah Hey says as follows. Remember again, in the last Mishnah, we learned about the concept that there were certain families who pledged wood to the Beis HaMikdash. So the Mishnah says, Zman Atse Kohanim Va'am Tisha. The time that the families would go ahead and bring wood. Remember, they would pledge wood to the Beis HaMikdash, so they would bring it at 9 different intervals throughout the year. And there were different families assigned to these 9 different times. For example, Be'echad ben Nisan, on the first of Nisan, Bnei Arach ben Yehuda. The first of Nisan was the sons of Arach ben Yehuda. Be'esrim Tammuz, the 20th of Tammuz, Bnei David ben Yehuda, the sons of David, the son of Yehuda. Again, when they say Ben Yehuda, by the way, they mean the Shevet, the tribe of Yehuda. B'chamisha ba'av, ultimately on the 5th of Av, B'nei Parosh ben Yehuda. Good. B'shiva bo, on the 7th of Av, B'nei Yonadav ben Rechav, the sons of Yonadav ben Rechav. B'asara bo, on the 10th of Av, B'nei Sinaa ben Binyamin, the sons of Sinaa ben Binyamin, from the tribe of Binyamin. B'chamisha sarba, on the 15th of Av, Bnei Zasu ben Yehuda. Once again, the sons of Zasu from the tribe of Yehuda. V'imahem Kohanim uLevim v'chomishata b'shvato. And again, together with the sons of Zasu from the tribe of Yehuda, along came with them also Kohanim, Levim, and anyone else who was unsure about their tribal affiliation. Furthermore, listen to this. He says, Ubnei gon ve'eli, those who went ahead and literally stole a pestle. Right, so a pestle referring to, you have a mortar and a pestle. So literally, gon ve'eli means those who steal pestles, right? And b'nei gon ve'eli, b'nei kotze ketzios, and the sons of the fig cutters. So the Gemara explains what does this mean? The pestle thieves, and the fig cutters. So the Gemara describes that there are times of persecution where the Jews were prohibited from bringing bikurim, from going ahead and bringing the first fruits to Yerushalayim. So amazingly enough, there was a family. And the Mishna doesn't give us their name, but there was a family who smuggled in bikurim, who smuggled in first fruits by putting it under a layer of figs. And what they did is they brought the figs together with a pestle, and when they were stopped by the Gentile guards, they told the guards that they were coming to press the figs. And so they let them through. And only once that they got to Yerushalayim did they go ahead and uncover the figs and reveal the bikurim, the first fruits. Similarly, that's what the Mishnah identifies as Bnei gon ve'eli, the sons of the pestle thieves. And then the other group, Bnei kotze ketzios, a similar type of story. Is again, the truth is they're both really the same basic ideas, right? Bnei I should say it differently. Bnei gon ve'eli u'bnei kotze ketzios are really the same group of people, same group of individuals. So again, they were called the pestle thieves and the descendants of the dried fig cutters, because again, they had smuggled in bikurim underneath the layer of dried figs. Then Mishnah goes on, Be'esrim on the 20th of that month, continuing on the rotation, Bnei Pachas Moav ben Yehuda, the sons of Pachas Moav, the son of Yehuda. Be'esrim be'elul, the 20th of Elul, Bnei Adin ben Yehuda, the sons of Adin from the tribe of Yehuda. Be'echad be'teves, Shavu bnei Paroshnia. And on the 1st of Teves, the sons of Parosh, right, came back and once again took another shift. They brought wood twice a year. On the 1st of Teves, there wasn't a ma'amad, like we've described in past Mishnayos, and the reason for that is because the 1st of Teves is during Chanukah. So as you already saw in previous Mishnayos, that whenever a ma'amad fell out on a Yom Tov, they would not have the normal ma'amad service. Shahaya bo halal, the carbon musaf, the carbon eitzim. Because ultimately, again, on that day, there would be halal, the carbon musaf because it's Rosh Chodesh, and ultimately again a carbon eitzim. So as a result of that, the entire ma'amad service for the day would have been pushed off. So really just an incredible idea. Just to kind of bolster this idea, the Gemara over here explains that when the Jews went ahead and came back, this is after after the destruction of the first temple, and they're coming back to rebuild the second temple. They came back to the Beis HaMikdash, they came back to Yerushalayim, and they saw that there was no wood. And of course, temple service requires an ample supply of wood for karbanos, for the Eish Tamid. So these families stepped up. And because these families stepped up, first of all, they are forever memorialized inside of the Mishnah. And these dates in which they would go ahead and bring the wood was really considered to be a Yom Tiv. I'll also just make one other observation about this, how it's really very interesting, these Bnei Gon Ve'eli and these Bnei Kotze Ketzios, these pestle thieves, right, the children of the pestle thieves and the children of the, fig cutters. It is fascinating also to see how, although the Mishnah names every other family by name, the Mishnah doesn't name these families. Isn't that quite interesting? The Mishnah does not identify who they are, which also teaches us an incredible lesson, that the most important thing in life is not who you are. I should say, it's not your name. The most important thing in life is what you do. That to a certain degree, the Mishnah could have given us their names, but more important than their surname, more important than their father, more important than their tribal affiliation, was what they were able to accomplish. Really an incredible yisod. So the Mishnah goes on. We're now up to Mishnah Vav. Mishnah says, Chamisha devarim eros avsina b'shivasar b'tamuz. The Mishnah says that there are 5 things that happened to our forefathers on the 17th of Tammuz. V'chamisha b'Tisha B'Av, and another 5 things that occurred on Tisha B'Av. And what are they? B'shivasar b'Tammuz nishtabru haluchos. On the 17th of Tammuz, so the luchos were broken. Ubatal hatamid, and the tamid ceased, right? The daily offering ceased. V'havka'ir, the walls of Yerushalayim were breached. V'saraf afostamos es haTorah, and Afostamos burnt the Torah, a public desecration. And he also went ahead, and this is during the Second Temple era. So Afostamos who was a Roman general, Roman general. So he burnt the Torah publicly, and he put up an idol inside of the Beis Hamikdash. So these are the 7 things. These are the 5 things which occurred on the 17th of Tammuz. What are the events that occurred on Tisha B'Av? First of all, number 1, the Meraglim, the sin of the spies. It was on Tisha B'Av that Hashem decreed that we will not enter into the land of Israel. The Charav Habayis Barishona Ubashnia, and the first Beis Hamikdash and the second Beis Hamikdash were both destroyed. V'nilkada Beitar, the city of Beitar, which was the last stronghold of the Bar Kochba rebellion, in the aftermath of the destruction of the second Beis Hamikdash, fell on the 9th of Av. V'nechra Sha'ir, and Yerushalayim Yira Kodesh was plowed over. Not only was the Beis Hamikdash destroyed, but the city itself was plowed over. And therefore the Mishnah ends off by saying, Mishanichnas Av Mima'atim B'Simcha. When the month of Av enters, we diminish our displays of joy. We will stop over here for today. Looking forward, Emirat Hashem, to continuing next week in our Limud HaMishnayos, and wishing everyone a wonderful day and a good Shabbos.